Hello guys, it is Trevi, and I'm here with a kind of random video, but I was feeling compelled to share it. So basically, I was thinking about how in my life, there's so many different stories that I love to share with the people around me, whether those are stories of just like little miracles that have happened that kind of feel like winks from God, or, just cool things that I am really grateful for. I find myself sharing it with a lot of people. And I was thinking, you know what? It'd be cool to kind of like make it like a little video diary. One, so I don't forget, but also in case it might be encouraging to anyone watching. So that's kind of what this is. And I plan on making maybe, a few of these whenever it kind of comes up. Or I don't even know. I don't know. But I am making this video, and I kind of wanted to start off with a story that's kind of prevalent to where I am right now. So basically, I am currently a college student, and I have been really enjoying my experience so far. It's been super busy, but something that really made this so special is the whole story of how it even came to be, because it really was looking like it wasn't going to be possible, and I will tell you the little story why. So basically, this past year I was living in France, and I was thinking about what am I going to do after this time here, being abroad. What am I going to do whenever I go back? And I was definitely excited about the idea of continuing in education. I was passionate about that, so I was applying to different schools, and I was trying to, figure out what I was interested in doing. A lot of it I was like, oh, I don't know, but there were just certain passions of mine that really were kind of magnetizing me towards a certain area of things. Either way, that's not really what this video is about, but basically I'm applying to schools, and I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, there's so much that is unknown. I want to pray about it, and I don't know if God's going to make an answer clear. If I ask him, where does he want me to go, if there's an answer, right or wrong, or what. But either way, I just wanted to kind of give it to God with open hands and ask. You never know, I guess. So I was praying about it one night, and I was like, God, like, where is there a right answer? Is there a place that you would want me to go? And I'm praying about it, and I felt like what God was saying to me was this, which, by the way, I wasn't certain. I wasn't like, I knew it was him. Like, there was a part of me where I was like, okay, I feel like that was from God. I'm going to write it down just in case. And so I wasn't sure, but either way, I wrote it down. So basically what I felt like God was telling me was that it's going to look like, because I'm applying to, several different schools at this point. And I felt like God was saying, it's going to look like it's not going to work out, but at the very last second, things will all kind of fall into place. And so I was like, okay, we'll see. I'm just going to continue with the application process, do whatever I can. And so I end up doing that. I find out that I got into, different schools that I was really excited about. They were also different, and all, just very exciting. And I had a favorite school, number one by far, but it was way too expensive. And I honestly, while I was applying, I was like, this feels like a joke. Like, there's no way, like, this is not possible. But I did it anyways. And, I ended up getting into that school, but because it was so expensive, it was like, oh, that's nice, but, not happening. And then there was this other school, which we'll call School B, that I was super interested in. It wasn't my favorite school, but it was the most financially possible, and it was also like the hardest one to get into. And so I applied to that one as well. Now, I was going to find out if I got into all those other schools except for School B by, May something. Or no, way before that, actually. I was finding out, sometimes in like, January. Anyways, but I had to make a decision for the schools. Sorry, you can probably definitely hear that truck. I'm planning on not having to edit these, so anyways, we can just pretend this is a FaceTime or something, and that's just in the background. But basically, yeah, I had to come to a decision, like say if I was going or not, commit and all of that by May, but I wouldn't know if I got into School B, the one that was really hard to get into. One of my favorites, not my favorite, but most, affordable. I wasn't going to find out if I was going to get into that school plan or School B until like mid-June. And so I was like, oh my goodness, this was probably my second favorite, I'd say, after my favorite, which was way too expensive, School A, we can call it. And so I ended up having to come to a decision, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I felt like God was saying it was going to look like it wasn't going to work out, and then at the last second it would fall into place. So maybe it's going to look like I'm, not going to be able to get into that cool second favorite school B, but then last second it's going to work out, because last second I'm going to be finding out in mid-June. So I end up saying no to all the other schools in May, and then I'm holding on for hearing back from school B in mid-June. I end up hearing back from school B in mid-June, and they actually told me no, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, first of all, that sucks. Second of all, I said no to all the other ones that I really loved, and I was just like, I now have nothing. Oh my gosh. And then I was like, and did I even hear from God? Because that did not happen. I'm so confused. But would you guess what? Here's where the plot twist starts to begin. So, the very day, the literal same day that I heard back from school B telling me no, my favorite school, school A, that I said no to because it was too expensive, calls me, and they were like, hello, we know a month and a half ago you said no, but if it was for any financial reasons, we would like to discuss with you any potential solutions to that. And so I'm just thinking, no way. And so we have meetings. They already gave me scholarships before, so me hearing that was like, I can't ask them for even more, because they were already super generous, but it was just way out of the price range that I was able to afford. And so I was just feeling like, there's no way. But they ended up finding more scholarships that I was, able to get. What's the word? That I was eligible for. And then basically the price by the end of it was the same price as my second favorite school, and was way more affordable and doable, and my favorite. And then it finally dawned on me where I was like, it's going to look like it's not going to work out, but at the very, very last second, it's all going to fall into place. And I didn't even get registered for the school that I'm at until I think it was like a month and a half before school itself started. So it was definitely the last minute, like I felt like God was telling me. So yeah, that was super cool. Now I'm here. I've been really enjoying it. I've made a lot of friends. I've definitely felt like there's nowhere else that I would rather be. It definitely, there's a reality of it where I get like stress headaches, and like I just finished writing an 18-page paper and just all this stuff. But I definitely just feel really confident in where I'm at, and really confident in trusting that this is where God wants me. Not necessarily that, things always work out in that way and God's always going to say whatever, but it's just cool that he can. And I feel like this story reminded me of that he can, because it's so easy to, just think I have to make these decisions on my own. And I think that there definitely is an element where, God's entrusted us with our lives to kind of steward over and, be wise with. But it's also cool because it is collaborative. And, it's just really reminded me to like invite God into my situations, not just because he's always going to, do such a cool, tell you whatever, but just, that he knows everything, whether or not he makes that known to me. Like, he knows everything. He is so, he fills his promises. And anyways, I hope that could be a little bit of an encouragement for you. I definitely hope you are doing well. And I just hope that you can look forward to little surprises that I'm sure are around the corner for you. So I'm praying for you, whoever you are. And I appreciate you watching. And I've got to go do more homework. But anyways, I wish you a good day. And yes, God bless.